Give him the forecast.
Omega level threat detected.
Ancient sands, heed my command and reclaim these relics of hatred.
Viewer discretion is advised.
If you just know you're that girl,
Yeah.
you just have no choice but to be that girl. And I feel like I'm that girl.
What if you don't wake up feeling like that girl? How do you be that girl?
You need to go back to sleep and wake back up again so you can feel like that girl.
There you have it, child. That's why I feel like I'm the T. I feel like I'm the T because I work at being the T. Like, no shade. I'm not the T just because a bunch of bitches like me and live for me because we all homegirls. I'm the T because I'm the motherfucking T. And that's just sad. I mean, that's just what it is. People legit in the world love to live for food. Love to live for food. Love to live for your bald head homegirl that just bald head whole shit. It's clear that I'm working at being the C, so girl, let me be the C. Like, give me that, give me my flowers.
Do you got a boo? Cause I want you. Tryna be with Jett's gon' cost you. Pretty ass face, but I'm so rude. Casamigos got me turned up too. Do you got a boo? Cause I want you. Tryna be with Jett's gon' cost you. Pretty ass face, but I'm so rude.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you have not had a chance to do so by now, I humbly ask that you like, comment, subscribe, and share because we all know that sharing is caring. Hello God, honey. And to go a step further, I ask that you tap that notification bell. That way you'll be updated each and every time I'm uploading something new. All right, also make sure to follow me on Instagram at YBSpeaks, okay? And if you'd like to bless the doll with a little bit of the coin, hello God. The Cash App is YBSpeaks19, honey, okay? Child, we're here, we're queer, hello God, and we're getting into the things, all right? So, introducing my guest, y'all already know who he is. Obviously, it is Jett, but I wanted to do a proper, hello God, introduction, honey. Welcome, Jett, honey. I want to hear some applauses, even though I can't really hear y'all. I want to hear y'all going up, girl, okay, period. The top tier girl, who in my opinion is single-handedly carrying, hello God, the girls, season 4 and season 5. Hello God, this is a testament. Jett is a testament, girl. Hello God, to how you come through as a new girl on the block and create, hello God, your own fucking narrative, bitch. Period. Period. That's why we need to be going up, because a lot of the girls around here are playing victim. They're crying. They're in a dark room thinking and drinking. Now they have a lot of sass and cass and strong puss. It's everybody else's fault but their own. But see, Jett, he walks through, hello God, strong, confident in who he is. From day one, as a new girl. For me, this is legendary. Because again, this is how you show, this is how you tell. This is how you create your own narrative. Period, girl. Welcome the Peruvian Prince, girl. Jett.
Hi, Ivy. The intro, my God, today. Now listen, all facts. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here with you and chat with you.
I appreciate you being here too, honey. I really, really do. I just have a question real quick before we get into the things. What qualifies someone to be a top tier girl?
Oh, top tier. First of all, you have to give a look. You always have to be stunning in the face, have to have a valid face card. You definitely always have to give that fashion sense. And just be at the top tier. You never are considering yourself with bottom tier girls. Examples are on the show. A couple of them are on the show, but you know, when you hang around the right posse is when you're top tier girls.
Okay, period, girl. I've definitely been snatching that up. Me and some of my good Judies, when we talk, we are using, girl, the top tier girls. It's not top tier girl, like, and we always have to reference that. So I definitely appreciate you giving us a cute little tagline that we can carry with us within the community. So period. I love it. I love it. I love all the shade and all the realism behind it, honey. I live for it. And because like no one would ever truly admit to being a bottom tier girl, but like you said, like the qualifications you can see. So if you're not a top tier girl, we can tell off rip, girl, that child, you over there.
And the box is locked. The box is not given up very, very easily or even given easily. You know what I mean? So again, that's a part of a top tier quality. So, you know, that we don't do that over here.
I know that's right, honey. Child, we'll get into the things. So I just want to preface this. I know this is your first time over here on the platform on this level. I do want to preface this again, everyone out there watching that may be interested in being interviewed as well, honey. So I'm a little bit different. I go deep, child. I boldly go where no man has gone before, girl. Okay, period. I find it to be extremely important for people to get to know that where we were. A lot of times that adds up to who we are, and most of the time, who we become. So we're going to be pulling back some layers, honey, and I think that it's important to go through all of those things, child, as swiftly, professionally, and as caring as we can, because it's what's needed, required, and desired, especially for the lane that you're in web reality, as well as just in life, because I think people become more emotionally invested when they know your story. They know what you've been through. They know what you've conquered, you know, because I think people forget you're on this show, but you're still people who experience everyday, regular life shit like everybody else, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
So, again, with that being said, welcome to the platform. And the other question I have for you is, how are you today?
Today, honestly speaking, I'm in a great space. I've been doing interviews all week, as you guys noticed, and I've just been feeling the love. I feel great. I don't have anybody else on my mind. I'm focusing on myself and my craft and what I can do to up my next on the next level of my career. So I'm honestly doing amazing.
Okay, that's what's up. I see how the light is in you. There's a certain spirit, you know, and I'm living for it. And I'm watching you move through the streets. And again, like I said, you're taking charge of your own destiny. That's why I don't want to hear nothing from the other girls. They talk about, oh my God, no. The woe is me is done, honey. Like, you are the prime example of that. And I appreciate that. As a viewer and as a reviewer, that's the one thing I've always appreciated about certain cast members like yourself. Y'all are rare. Like when we talk about Ariel O'Hara, we talk about yourself, we talk about Trey Howard, we talk about a lot of who I would consider top tier girls. You know, even Markel, when he was a cast member on the show back in the day, we have a lot of prime examples of the girls coming through, doing them, and we see that it works when, especially if you just have that magnetic personality that's natural and organic that people will kind of float to. We can tell the tryhards, and a lot of times we kind of move the other way because it's like, girl, we can tell you just doing too much.
Exactly. And like, I'm glad that you mentioned that all the people that you name are top tier girls. And like you said, we all write our own narrative and we know what we're doing in the moment. So yes, I agree.
Amen. Amen. So just, we're going to go back a little bit before we, you know, get into the things of chasing. I would just like to know, what was Jett Jeff like as a child?
Jett Jeff as a child was playing with any toy that was pink. I would always just love pink toys. I would always play like with the pink Power Ranger. I would always play with, I would try not to play with Barbie dolls because of course I didn't want to show my parents that I was into girly stuff, but anything that was pink, I would always try to sneak myself away and playing with stuff like that. And I was just always a very, a charismatic kid. Like I was always just running around and just doing my thing. I was very flamboyant too. I always watched clips when I was little. I have clips like when I was with my babysitter because, you know, my mom would always be working all the time. And again, I would be playing with the pink Power Ranger and I would just see myself just being already having a sass at a young age. And I love it.
We got a chance to, for a brief moment in time last season, we were introduced to some of your family members. I believe it was your mother and your long lost brother, right?
Yes.
So it seems, I love it. It's, don't take this the wrong way because I know people are gonna be like, girl, you culturally related too, but it literally just hit me. I don't even really like this girl like that because I think she whines too much. Mara La Negra.
Oh yes, Amara.
Her relationship with her mom, like just now when I was thinking about that question, it kind of hit me. What does that mean to you as an out, proud, you know, member of the LGBTQ community to know that in a world where a lot of people have been outcasted from their families for just being divinely who they are, how important is that relationship with your mother to you?
It's so important to me. I don't take that for granted because I have even friends that don't even have their parents in their life. And so for me to have one and one that is very, very accepting in everything I do, she's literally like my number one fan. She's probably been watching this for a while, I know. And so she she supports me in everything I do, even if she don't even understand, because again, her primary language is Spanish. Even if she don't understand, the fact that she would just support and just seeing her eyes is like making her proud is my goal in anything I do, and chasing Dallas and my music career and anything is. So I never take that for granted. I'm very blessed, and yeah, I'm very proud to be her son.
When you came out to her, was there a nervousness?
Oh yes, I think I came from school one day and she was cleaning, she was vacuuming, and I said, "Oh, Mama, I was going to tell you, I feel like now I need to get this off my chest." And she stopped the vacuum, she turned it off, and she was like, "What?" And I said, "Well, I think I'm bi." I didn't say gay, but I said, "I think I'm bi. I think I like girls and boys." And she was like, "Okay, well, you know what?" The first question she asked me was, "What did you do with a guy?" And honestly, I was shook because I thought she was gonna fall to the floor. I'm like, "Oh my God, you're gay. Like, you love guys." And she was very, very accepting of it. I feel like she felt like, "Oh, now I have like a daughter of my own."
Huh. Okay. How is that? Do you feel that same love and energy from everyone else in your family?
Majority of my family. We have like some family members that are like Jehovah's Witnesses, and so you know how that plays. It's very, very hard to navigate through them, especially when I have cousins that are also not Jehovah's Witnesses, but their parents are. And so I remember I was iced out from hanging out with my cousins because of that. I was gay, and they didn't want me around them, so I really don't get to talk to some of my cousins because of it.
So they're in the same likeness as Baptists in the black church, where they believe that gay can just rub off on you.
Yeah. I remember my aunt would come with brochures and saying, like just trying to convert me back straight. And I told my mom, like, why are they here? They need to get out. And so they ended up leaving. Like, why would you even come and do that?
I have a question. You are 100% Peruvian?
Yes.
And so therefore your family is too?
Yes.
So I don't know. Can I just educate your family real quick on your own culture?
Okay.
I'll just do that. Here's a fun fact for the girls, because I like to do some different types of research. Hello, God. I'm not just a messy bitch. I'm an educated bitch. And so you do know your ancestry is the Inca, right?
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay. So one of the things that I loved about the Inca Empire, which was one of the most powerful empires during their time, the girls reigned supreme. Hello, God. If it was not for the Inca Empire, we would know nothing about how to create roadways. We would know nothing about how to network these different watering systems for farmland and all kind of bridges, architecture. Girl, they're still world renowned to this day. And not only that, is within the Incan community, they actually loved and embraced all gender roles.
My God, today.
They didn't look down. They had no feelings whatsoever. They let you exist. You were still part of the community. You were still a top tier girl. Hello, God.
Hello, God.
So I just want to let people know, it's so crazy to me because even in my own community, the African American community, our ancestors, predating the slavery shit, right? We come from the same situation. Queens were considered kings. Masculinity and femininity meant nothing. If anything, feminine energy was considered stronger than masculine energy. So you see how people will push narratives, hello God, and create their own narrative and beat it in you and socially condition you to believe that way of thinking. They won't let you have access to your own culture, history, different things. They write it the way they want it to push their own narrative. And for some reason, I find it disrespectful when things are looked at as gay. But when you look at the history throughout, the real history, you will find that a lot of these cultures didn't give not one single fuck.
Right. Oh, wow.
Hello, God. As long as you were contributing to the community in a positive way, that's all they cared about.
You do you.
Period. Hello, God.
Hello, God.
Hello,
hashtag hello, God.
Period. Okay, so that's a good little fun fact for the girls. Okay.
Thank you. No. You literally educated me. Like, I know the Incas. I know about that. And listen, we even have like a soda called Inca Cola because it comes from like that all that. So thank you for educating me. Yes, I learned something new today.
And you can share that with your family members who have an issue with, the things. Because if they didn't if they didn't care about gender roles, imagine the homosexual activity, hello God, that was taking place. They didn't give a damn.
Mm-mm.
Hell. Anyway. But shout out to your ancestors and their many contributions to, why we are the way we are to this day, and why we have the things that we have to this day. Much so like every other culture.
The Peruvian Prince is here, so.
Period. Hello, God. I also wanted to point out, I was looking at some Peruvian and Incan fashions because I was trying to pinpoint, did you know that you, in a lot of ways, embody your culture? Is that purposeful, or did you know that?
How so? Like how what things would you say that I am embodying that culture?
Between the men and the women, like we talked about, they don't care about gender roles.
Mm-hmm.
It's very feminine, masculine. It's very drapey. It's that you'll never see a girl dressed in something tight. You'll always have a cute little throw on, honey, or something like that. You know what I mean? Hello, God, and just brace the girls with like wide pants or whatever it is, or just a very, very layered clothing that's fashionable and really cute.
Oh, okay, yeah, with the long skirts and stuff. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yes. So I noticed that, and I was like, okay, I wondered if that was intentional, because a lot of times we don't realize, girl, we follow the ancestors without even realizing it.
And look, here we are today.
Period. The Peruvian Prince. So going back to family, is it just you? Do you have siblings? I know we talked about the long lost brother. Is he on your mom's side or your dad's side?
So we all, I have two older siblings, and we all have the same parents.
Okay.
So I always had an older brother here in the States, but we just never really connected like that. He's always just did his own thing, and I did my own thing, and nothing to do with me being gay or anything, but it was just that way. Okay. And so it's just us three and my mom.
Okay. A lot of times I tell people all the time, just because we're blood don't mean we mix.
Yeah.
Child is what it is.
And there's no hatred there. Like, I love all my brothers at the end of the day. We'll see each other from time to time, but it's never to where how I am with my now brother that lives here. We still keep in connection. We probably talk like every day. So
okay.
Me and my older brother don't have that same connection that me and Will does.
Now, the one you talk to every day, is this the one, shout out to TTV in the interview, child, is that the one who helped you with the tire?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Let me tell you something. I have a brother, child. And when it comes to man shit, child, you finna deal with that. Like,
I get my nails done.
Yeah,
these are not gonna get dirty. No, thank you. And he don't care about getting dirty. He works on cars anyway, so it's natural to him. So might as well get him to do it.
Right. You like to do this, and it's perfect because I don't want to do it, so you can do it. And I need a cheap deal. Hello, God.
Hello, God. And he will get paid, but not gonna get paid with.
Period. Okay. I know, we're going to go there. So, we talk about the relationship with your mother, relationship with your siblings. There's not much conversation surrounding your dad.
No, he's out there. I have the closest thing I have him connected to me is just Facebook, honestly. And I don't reach out to him. He reaches out to me, but I don't ever respond. I just really have him on Facebook just so he can see what I'm doing and just have that kind of regret that he does have, and to where, damn, I could have been a father figure in his life. Because honestly, I don't feel like I had a father figure. He just only made me like when I was just about to graduate high school, because he didn't come to my graduation. So I think that as long as I have him on Facebook and he can see anything I do, that's enough.
Is it like that? Is that the same relationship he has with your siblings?
No, he actually talks to them. They drink together sometimes, and that's just not me. I'm not a part of that.
What was the catalyst for the relationship turning sour?
So obviously, when he found out that I was gay and liked men, he took it the wrong way. But really, really just put the cherry on top was when I heard that he went out to drinking with his brothers, which are my uncles. And I heard that he was drunk and telling them that he wished I wasn't his child, and he wishes that I would have never done all this, and so that kind of just hurt me. And I remember hearing that, and I do have to spend a day by myself and rethink everything. Am I doing the right things? Am I liking guys? Should I stop and all this stuff? And that kind of put the cherry on top to where I needed to stop connections with him and just let him go. And that's when everything just me and my mom separated. It just a lot of stuff happened after that.
I understand. Did any of these uncles check him? Was he ever checked by family about his views on you?
One of my uncles is the one who told me that he said this. And so he did check him and he didn't like what my dad said. But of course, they're brothers at the end of the day, but so they're not going to distance themselves. But he definitely told me he didn't like that. He tried to educate my dad, but my dad's a little bit hard-headed, so he wasn't hearing it. But now it kind of reflects on him to like, damn, like maybe if I can go back, I would change things.
I understand.
And shout out to my uncle though, because he's honestly tried to play pick up the parts that my dad left out, you know? So shout out to him.
That's cool. That's what's up. I like that. I feel like we will always, Miss Destiny will always send somebody to make up for what others have lacked, because they know that there's an importance, especially when it comes to men. Like, I love all the mothers out there. I think y'all are great, but I think there's something that misses from a boy, even from a girl too. Like, everyone needs their father around, and when they cannot show up, if someone else can replace that and give you what you've been missing, I think we turn out much better.
Yes.
I don't really want to go down that road like that, but I'll leave it at that with that situation. But last season, you touched a little bit on domestic violence. Since that was a minute ago, can you just refresh? You bared witness to your mother experiencing these things, and was that by the hands of your father or another situation?
That was with my father, because they were together for like 25 years. And growing up with that, I would always just see that. And it would scare me because, of course, I was a little kid. But looking back at it, I would just find that as it was normal to when I got into a relationship, I'm like, okay, well, I guess this is supposed to be happening. You know, like my boyfriend at that time is supposed to, I guess we're supposed to be physical like this. And I didn't process that right until like years later, like he shouldn't be treating me this way and all that stuff. And that definitely did have a play into how that relationship turned out.
Do you think also by bearing witness to your father, doing that to your mom could have kind of like soured how you viewed him anyway and just made it even more easier to kind of like be done with him?
Yes, that definitely played a part, because I remember that there be times when my little self would try to defend my mom, but what am I doing? You know, I'm just a little kid, but at the time, of course, I'm feeling I can do anything to stop him hitting my mom. I would do it. But yeah, that definitely had a part into where I just wanted to distance myself from him.
You know what's crazy is the perpetuators of violence.
Uh-oh. He might have got a call too. But hey, you guys, I'm Jeff. While he's doing that, let me read some of the comments. Mother of one, yes. Y'all favorite each other. Me and my mom? Come on, Barbara Walters. Yes, Jett, make all the haters watch. You guys, one thing about me though, like at the end of the day, I'm a very, very genuine person. I don't hate anybody ever. I don't hate anybody on my cast. I love everyone at the end of the day genuinely, but of course if my craft at the end of the day or my myself and I is being questioned, you know, there's gonna be repercussion.
Y'all can see and hear me good?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, thank you.
I was keeping the audience busy.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Sorry, y'all. I don't even know how they have access to call this phone. This phone is off. I use this phone to simply just record. So
they trying to sabotage this interview. Look at them.
Okay, for real. It was a scheme set up by Todd.
Okay. They said this is going too good. Let me.
Okay. Or Chef Messy. I don't know. You know, the girls don't like me, child. So anyway. I was saying though, I find it crazy that the most perpetuators of violence, oppression, and just being nasty are the ones who condemn other people. Like, think about this. Like they always say, gay son or thought daughter or whatever the case. Would you rather a gay son or a violent woman beater? Because what's crazy is that, child, please, like, when you bear witness to things like that in your home, either two things can happen. One, because of the conditions, the pattern, again, you thought in your mind that this is what love is. This is what a relationship is. This is how a man is supposed to treat a woman. What if you turned out to be a violent woman beater or a violent man beater? But in turn, you did the second thing. You got yourself involved in situations like that. So two things, or the third one, which is where people kind of detest all of this shit. Either they don't go for it at all or whatever. But the two are very prevalent, and I think it's important that we start recognizing that within all communities, really, because no way, shape, or form should you be putting your hands on anybody. No way, shape, or form should we be soaking that up like sponges and then in turn thinking that this is what love really is. This is how we're supposed to be treated, because we find ourselves walking that same road that we really should be trying to get the fuck away. Let's cross the street, bitch. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be trying to go down that path. But unfortunately, a lot of times we do. So I want these parents and I want these people to realize, and what I fucking hate too, and I hate them going on a tangent now, because I don't go for stuff like this. I'm an ex-foster child. I've been through a lot of things in my life, and I speak out against these kinds of things. Is you want to come back later on in your old life and you want to develop a relationship with the very kids that you treated like trash. And for me, like, God bless everybody, but I don't go back to where I was never wanted. And don't want me, because now God is going to call your number soon, bitch. Love me now while I'm here. Try to work it out now while I'm here. But if you wait too long, girl, please.
You never know. And honestly, yeah, why be like, and it's so easy for people to say, well, why don't you just leave? Why don't you just hit him? And honestly, looking back, I wish it was that easy. I wish it was so easy to where I could just grab my shit and leave. But there was still love for that person at the end of the day. And again, I thought that was normal. And the first couple of times that it happened, I was just like, okay, maybe this is it. Like, he will apologize and he'll change. No, second time, again, same thing. So it's just a constant thing. And your friends can tell you, just leave and stop being there. You don't deserve that. They can tell you that all they want until that person realizes, like, oh, no, they're right. And so it just takes that person. And anytime anybody ever goes that situation in my life, and my friends or anything, I tell them, like, I give them advice. But at the end of the day, it's how they take it and how you want to do it. And so I get it. And I hope that everyone can save themselves from that, because it's not a great experience. It ruins your future relationships. And so, I hope everyone the best in situations like that.
And that segues into my next question. Has experiencing that, not just seeing it from your mother's situation, but experiencing yourself, has that skewed how you look at love and relationships and people?
Oh, yes, most definitely. It definitely makes me a little bit scared. So I am a little guarded, but then again, I feel like I need to give my all at the same time. I don't know, like, it just depends on the situation when I'm talking to somebody. Like, recently, I have been dating someone, and I try to come across differently. Like, maybe this time I shouldn't be so guarded and let myself open a little more. And things are going well. We'll see how long that lasts, but I think he got a call again. You guys, look, they're trying to sabotage my interview. Oh my God. Looking gorgeous as usual, Jett. Oh, thank you. Let's look at the comments while YB is trying to get back. I don't know what happened. I like your haircut. Thank you, babe. Me and YB Speaks look alike. Are y'all cousins? We're cousins. Hi, Jack. Quick question. Do you consider yourself Afro-Latino because of your Peruvian heritage? I just find myself just Latino. Do not disturb, child. I made sure I put my phone on do not disturb today.
Girl, I'm trying to, but this other phone is still connected to this shit. Where is this thing at, honey? Where's the do not disturb at? Because, girl, I'm over this. We finna do airplane mode on these hoes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm really sorry about that. This is
no, it's okay. This happened to me yesterday too, so I understand.
This is unbecoming. Okay, so you say you're currently dating someone now. Yes. I want to say this, child. This is some advice that has. Shout out to Abby Reviews. She says a lot of things, but the one thing that really stood out to me and that stuck with me is that you will find yourself, especially in the beginning stages of something, and you'll be talking to their representative. You know, girl, when you call the bitch trying to pay that bill, or that's the representative, they're being nice to you, you know, but when they get a little comfortable, when they get off that line, they become who they really are. So I think it's really good that we look for stuff like that. So my next question to that is, knowing what you've been through, and you say that you're guarded, are there any things that any red flags or things that are on your mental list to check? Like, okay, girl, like I need to make sure that you're not crazy in the, insane in the membrane type of vibes, child.
Oh yeah, it's like if you get upset that because I didn't respond in a certain amount of time, that's already a red flag. Red flag for me. Just things like that's one, and then just also not being so consistent. Like I'm a very busy person. I have a busy schedule. So just don't trip over if I'm busy and I can't talk at the time. At least I'm communicating to you what I'm doing, because something like that happened with my previous relationship where I was at work and I couldn't text at the time, and that resulted into physical altercation when I got to the house. So that to me is already a red flag. I don't like when somebody just pressures me and like saying, why did I not text back? Why are you being slow with that, you know?
Okay, cool. What type of man are you into? What attracts Jett Jeff?
I definitely, I think I don't know if I have a type. I'm really based off of personality.
Okay.
So, Jett could be versed a little bit. He can be a little versatile, verse top, verse bottom. But
okay.
I think lately I've kind of been in my verse top era.
Me too, girl. Okay. Me too. Yeah.
But I go based off of personality, honestly. And if we're vibing, then, we can continue the conversation. Looks can come, of course, but I think personality overall, you can be a fine-ass man, but if you're boring, no thank you.
Okay. Starting out, were you just a one-note position? Like when I first started, I was just a pure bottom. I swore to the gods that I would only be a bottom. And then as life progressed, I realized, bro, I was missing out.
Oh, yes. I was always a bottom. And then like this guy that was very masculine, nice body, I would never think he would let me top him. And I was like, whoa, okay, this is nice.
I thought that's right.
So I do both. I flip flop, and it's if you're not doing it, you're not living.
Period. That's what I've been trying to tell the girls. They be like, "How can you do it?" I'm like, "Girl," and I was really, really against. Like, I would never do this. I'm a lady. Girl, please, you'll never catch me like that, child. Now, I can't get enough of the booty, honey. Okay, honey.
Okay.
Drop, top, flop, hello God, flip, eat, ski, all the things, honey. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of sexual activities, one of the things that was really trying to irk my nerves is that when we had Astro, right, in that one confessional, you were doing poppers in the club or whatever, and I had literally when that episode aired, 2 weeks prior is when I had my first poppers experience.
Okay, so you
girl.
Wait, so did you do it in bed or were you in the club out doing it? Like, how do you do it?
Girl, I kind of like when I'm off from work and things like that, like I do find myself do it here and there, but mostly it is just for sexual pleasure. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it gets you high, it gets you in the moment. And listen, if you've never done poppers, you hit that hoe and you feel like a porn star. You feel like you're being filmed and you're about to go all out. So
you will, if you weren't a top tier girl, you will feel like a top tier girl, honey.
Exactly that.
And topping the top tier girls. Period. Okay. But I'm not gonna lie, since we're both kind of like versatile in our versatile top era, I like it better as a bottom. Mm-hmm. Because if you do a little bit too much as a top, girl.
Yeah.
Girl, it's so embarrassing, girl. I'd be like, child, I just get up and leave at that point. Like, girl,
that's why I never offer my tops that. I'm like, no, it's just for me, babe.
Yeah, for real. Like, I might let you hit it a couple times just because it does kind of give, if you take little slow ones, it'll kind of, and then leave it alone at that. But when I'm bottoming, I'll go through half a bottle, bitch, in a second. Girl, we finna get that thing going, girl.
You do it moves that you never thought you could do.
You become the girl you thought you never could become. Like,
right.
Wonder Woman, Girl, let me tell you something.
And if you like, you guys, I'm pretty sure people have consecrated like OnlyFans people they watch on Twitter or whatever. Like these girls are taking poppers. Like, let's believe it. How do you think they're taking 12 inches? You know.
Then that, and you know, not only that, a lot of the creamers, they just popping suppositories in, girl. That's what they doing. You don't. I'm sorry, you can't cream on command, baby. That's a special moment in time between you and that one piece of trade who diggeth in thine guts. Okay. Period. Okay. So just know they're taking poppers and they're taking suppositories, girl, to fake the cream. But anyway, period.
But straight women take poppers. Straight women can take poppers, by the way.
Oh yeah, definitely. Child of my honey, y'all laying out them tired ass men. It'll make you feel like you had a moment in time, girl.
Yeah.
I think the brand I use, their tagline is "Never fake it." Period. Okay. No, but I did find that, and I was like, how are we going to read that? But then, and I know the girls to this day, this is neither here, well, it is here, but I didn't want to bring this up. But in my review of that moment, I was like, how dare you try to, because from my understanding, you're getting your cock sucked in the bathroom stall. So he's doing poppers in the club. I highly doubt Jeff is doing poppers with the intention of being slayed on the club floor by trade. I mean, girl, you know, I just needed that to make sense for me. But I was like, how are we going to draw the comparison? Girl, no, don't do that. We know the girls do it for party favors real quick, you know. It's better than what some of these other girls do with their, you know, Coke stories. Child, please. Anyway. Okay, so you said you don't really have a type. Is there certain things specifically that you look for if in a partner though? Like, okay, we're dating, that's cute, but if when the time comes for you to really want to get serious, what would really grab your attention and say, hey, I could see myself spending the rest of my life with you? Or do you even believe in love like that?
I do believe in. I'm a sucker for love. I think definitely if you're goal motivated, like you have to have a goal. I don't want somebody that's just being lazy and just living day by day, not having something that they want to work on or something that they want to accomplish. Every day I want to accomplish something new. And so you should also have that same mentality. Of course, I also love being someone that can take charge. You know, of course, I know I am versed, but I definitely want a man that can take charge of me. It's not that hard, baby, but and so just, you know, someone doesn't having something going for themselves and not have a mind of their own. That's definitely a turn on for me. Okay, that's what's up. All right. And the person you're dating right now, are you feeling the things that you need to feel, or how new is this? I would say like a month. Okay. We're getting there. We've been out a couple of times, and he's very, very protective of me, which also is another turn on. And there'll be times where I'll be like, no, chill. They're just fans of the show. Like they just know me from there, because we'll go out and people recognize me, and they're like, no, just like, you know. But he's very protective, and I love that. So I know if he's watching the show, he really probably wants to beat the shit out of Seven. He wants to beat out everyone that was going against me at the cabin church. Okay. And I said, hey, feel free. I have to calm him down, you know. But, is he Latino? What is he? He's black. Oh, okay. You got your little chocolate girl. I know that's right. You know, I've always dated black men. I've always wanted to date another Latino, but I guess I attract black men a lot. So, girl, this is how I look at it. I love me some Latino men because when they love, but they're also crazy when they're in love. Black men, you just got to find one that ain't a bum. Sprinkle. Period, girl. You just got to find one that ain't a bum, girl. But there's some cute ones out here. Is he like, does he fit the mode of, is he like masculine, feminine? Like, oh, yes. He's very, very masculine. I don't see much feminine from him. And he's taller than me. Yeah, everything's going great. Okay. Right now he fits the boxes. Okay. Does he fit in your box? We haven't got there yet. I'm the type of girl to want to wait. Girl! Okay. But Carrie Bradshaw. I have seen it though. It's very interested and you know things of that, but it's nice. Okay, girl. You know he showed you because he's trying to tempt you. Oh yes, of course. Again, a top tier girl does not just give it up easily.
So I'm not top tier, girl. I'm a whore. Girl, because let me tell you, as soon as he would have showed it, I would have fallen on your knees.
No, but you know what's crazy? Top tier. If we're trying to date, I want you to wait. But if it's a one I stand, honey, let's just get out of the way because I don't see anything going for us. You know, so the top tier girls can have their fun.
Okay. So dating, does that mean y'all are exclusive, or y'all still can do what you want to do?
We can do what we want to do.
Oh.
We haven't got to that level yet.
Okay. Then when y'all do, if you guys get around to solidifying, obviously he got to let go of his hoes and you got to let go of your hoes.
Most definitely. And we have had a conversation, so he knows what's going on, what's the teeth with that. So.
Okay. Okay. All right. I love that. It's very grown. How old are you, by the way?
How old do I look? I am 27.
For real?
I'm 27. Yeah.
Okay. I figured you were like under 30 or at 30.
Oh, girl, I didn't want to be 30. I always tell everybody I'm 22.
Let me explain, though, because, again, it's a testament to that level of maturity coming into your first season. And now this season, you're serving grown folk shit. Fair. These other girls are playing children. You know, silly faggot, dicks are for kids. You know,
or they can be grown at their grown age. They can just have a child mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it could be that. I mean, they just probably weren't taught the right things. You know?
I feel you. All right, so I just want to move on to your music, and then we'll dive into the things with Chasing Dallas, because I know we have a schedule to keep. And I do want to shout out the chat. Thank you guys so much for showing up and showing out as you come into the building. Please like that button, honey. And when we're done with here, y'all need to be going over there and streaming The Peruvian Prince. Okay, it's a really, really, really good album. I'm not fucking lying. I be in the gym getting my life. Okay, period. And a little bit later, after we talk about it, I'll talk about my favorite songs, child. Okay.
Okay. Period.
Yes. Okay. But again, shout out to the chat. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Now, for someone who, by way of COVID, found themselves curing their boredom with diving into music, you seem to have quite a gifted ear when it comes to music. Prior to the COVID and getting bored and falling into music, was music an influence in your life?
Yes, music was always something big for me, especially hip hop, rap. Growing in a household with a brother that listens to just rap, and of course my mom listened to her Spanish music, but rap would always just get my ear. Like, okay, like what they're saying is really hard, it's catchy, it's nice, and so that I just fell in love with. And so growing up, I see multiple rappers, and I started to see female rappers, and that also definitely caught my eye. And so 2020 was the year where I was like, okay, I'm in the house. I should definitely start trying to pursue a music career because I've been wanting to do this when I was younger. And why not now? Everyone has time in the house now. They're at the house. They don't have much to do. Perfect time.
Okay. But from a viewer standpoint and a listener, and I consider myself to be a great connoisseur of music. You know, I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 88, child. You know, so all the shit from the 90s, the old school R&B, rap, hip hop, all that shit, I've been heavily immersed in for a long time. And I'd like to think, and because my queen Mariah Carey reigns supreme over a 30 fucking year career, hello God, I like to think that I have an ear like her. Mm-hmm. And when I listen to your music, everything seems well thought out, well placed, which can only be done by someone that has been blessed with the gift. Do you feel like you've been blessed with that gift?
I definitely do feel like I've been blessed with a gift. I think that I know listening to just any artist that releases a new song on Thursday midnights, I always listen to them and say, oh, this is good. This is catchy. Or I listen to like ad-libs or what's in the background or how did they construct the song. And I took all of that and just applied it to my own music. So I definitely think I have a gift in myself.
Who are some of your influences? I know you're going to say Nicki, girl, but child, I know you're going to say, I know you're a Barb. I'm a hottie. Hello, gosh.
And I love Megan. Just because I'm a Barb does not mean I don't love Megan.
Okay. I was going to ask that too. Thank you.
Since you brought out COVID, I would say at the time what really motivated me was Tyga.
Okay.
Just his beats. You can also just listen to the beats that I use. It's something that he would also use. And just the beats.
I see that.
Tyga's just a really good rapper. He has good wordplay. Of course, Drake. I think those are really the rappers, and of course, there's like Slim Thug, Webby, people that used to rap back in the day, or Paul Wall. You know, just rappers like that really motivated me to become a rapper, and those are really like the top people that I really like love to this day.
Okay, it's good to hear male influences. A lot of times when you talk to the girls, it's a list of girls, you know. So it's good because I'm the same way. I love male rap. I like female rap too. Kim, you know, Foxy Girl, do your thing. Child. Trina is, you know, I'm from Florida, so Trina, Hello God, you know, she will always be the queen of the South, in my opinion. You know, and obviously I'm on my Megan Thee Stallion shit these days, and I do like Nicki, but she got some things going on, but that's neither here nor there, girl. God bless her child. And her
that's
situation.
a whole conversation for a whole other day. Don't get me started on that.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll collaborate on a live about music at some point.
Okay.
I'm always having those discussions over here. Okay, so when in terms of music, how can you tell if someone would make a good collaborator on a song?
I definitely do my research before when someone asks me they want to do a song, or if I'm reaching out to do a song with them, I want to see what kind of vibe. Are you asking if I asked them for a collab? Or they
if you're looking for someone to feature on one of the tracks that you've done, like what makes you, because it seems as if you, again, a perfect ear for music. When I listen to the album, you're methodically placing people on tracks that go very well.
Okay, so I definitely first I will construct the song and I'll come up with the hook first, and I'll think of what I can say on the hook. Based off of just the hook, I would think what person would sound perfect on this song, and that's even before I even write my verse. So, like for example, we can bring up Been That, and so Been That, I was looking for someone that, number one, I never really worked with a female artist rapper at that, and so I think that was one expectation I already had for that song, Been That, and then number two is just who's been that girl in the time. I know that at the time Barbie had just released her documentary, her 2-part series for Chasing Reality, and so like, oh, she's been that. I watched the documentary, and she's just showing that she's been that girl, and I think that for that song perfectly she fit, and just how people rap and what they rap about, their style of rap, and she just fit that category perfectly. So I always look into that and see what I know they can rap the best about.
Is there anybody in the web reality world, not just on the Chasing platform, but is there anybody that you've paid attention to musically and been like, you know what, I wouldn't mind collaborating with that person?
I think Oliver Twix would be one. I love Kendra.
Okay.
I think I just really love her personality. But I think we can make a good song. I think that's it, really.
What about Carrie D? Are you into R&B? Because let me tell you something. The Boo thing, the guy who you got as the singer,
killed it.
Oh, girl, he killed. He killed.
Shout out to Eric Roberts. He lives here in Dallas, in my city, and so another thing I'm really big on is sharing my platform. You know, because he's here in Dallas too, and he lives and I always push people around me in my city that are either singers or rappers and say, continue to push what you're doing. Like, you have an amazing talent, and I want you guys to be with me. Like, just how I'm getting these bookings, I want you to get these bookings with me. I'm not the type of selfish bitch like, oh girl, no, I'm not gonna tell you where I did this or where I applied for this, or I love sharing that type of energy.
Okay, that's what's up. Could you, in any other Dallas, do you know Carrie D? Do you know him at all?
Oh, so I do know Carrie D. I really never really spoke to him. Would I do a song with him? Yes. I love having a singer on the hook. That's something.
Okay.
Love that.
I think that would be cute. And someone mentioned in the chat earlier, Rico with a K. Shout out to EK. Do you know who Rico with a K is from Chasing Atlanta?
Oh, yes. I love Rico with a K. We've been in talks of having a song together, but we never like followed through. So that might be in the works.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up. How is this like free shit, or is there contracts involved? Like, is there like a decision on coin and money? Like, how does that work in your space?
when it comes to features.
Yes.
So one thing I really just mainly focus on is paying the artist for their work. So if you're gonna do a verse for me, I definitely want to pay you for taking the time and giving your artistry and putting it on my project. So I definitely would love to pay. Some of them, of course, do them as favors because we're just really, really close. But definitely, I always primarily want to pay the artist for their work.
And just a little advice, I really think moving forward with that contracts, even if it is a favor, because let's say one of your songs goes up and they just got their little 250 girl and they looking like, oh, Jett Jeff is on MTV, Jett Jeff is on BET, Jett Jeff is doing The Breakfast Club or doing this and doing that, like he's winning awards for this. You don't want these girls to try to come back later and claim, intellectual property and all that kind of stuff. Do you have a label? Like, do you have copyright? Like, are you protected in that sense?
Whenever some of these beats are licensed through me, so yes, I do have that sense. Okay. But if a song was, let's say when a song does blow up, I think that I would definitely, like, let's just say, for example, me and Barbie's song, Ben, that blows up. I will get in contact with her, like, hey, girl, this is getting a lot of traction. This is what I was thinking. I'm not going to just say, okay, girl, bye, I did this by myself.
Right.
So yeah, you are right, though. Moving forward, I think something paper-wise, there should be a paper trail. So
yeah, definitely. Just to protect us. We see a lot of girls come later on in life and become ultra successful. Next thing you know, a bitch you did a track with many moons ago is trying to, they're not even trying to, it's like you're willing to have that conversation. A lot of the girls will just assume that, oh, she's going to go here and do this and do that without me. And next thing you know, they're trying to sue you, child. No one has time for that.
No.
All right, cool. So shout out to your music. Definitely love your music, and I live for. Oh, let me just get into it real quick, bro, because I gotta get into it.
Oh yes, tell me. I'm excited to hear.
Yes, girl. Hold on 1 second, bitch. So, girl, Ben Nat obviously is the T. I live for. I can actually see that being on the radio. I can see that in the clubs. I can see that, and honestly, I could see someone like Trina, or even and I don't even really like her, but for some reason her voice, like Carisha.
Oh, okay.
Or Sweetie.
Oh, I would love Sweetie. I love.
Yeah,
Sweetie.
I could see them on there. Now we already talked. Boo Thing is my shit. Hello, God. Casamigos got me turned up too. No matter how you girls tried to shade that line, bitch. Period.
The song charted on iTunes as well, single. So.
Period. Period. Is You Mad? Let me tell you something. I posted that on my story a while ago because I was in the gym. I was like, "Ooh, girl, this is giving me my things." And who you did your thing, obviously, but the feature Bammy cleared.
Yes.
I've never heard of this person before, and I was just so enthralled, and I was just so in love with the energy and just the lyricism and just how this bitch was coming. Like, who is this person? Can you just give us a brief?
Yeah, so Bammy's also an LGBT rapper. He lives in Nashville, Tennessee. The reason I actually reached out to him to do this song was because he was going through some drama on Instagram about his ex-boyfriend, and they're also another rapper, and they're just going back and forth. I said, girl, take your anger on my song. Is You Mad? And he delivered it, and that was the perfect song for him to do it, and yeah, he's an amazing artist. So shout out to Bammy. Okay, that's what's up.
That's what's up. Talk to Me, Is You Mad, child? I really love all the songs, but to be honest with you, Ben Nat, Is You Mad, Boo Thing. Actually, you know what? And Boy Toy, I like Boy Toy. I think 7 fit perfectly on there. Girl, I would have paid him in pesos. Bitch. All about my pesos, never been hello.
Okay.
Anyway, girl, she would have got paid in corn chips.
I tried to pay the man, but he wanted to do a favor with me.
He had no choice because of in the words of T.S. Kendra, the disrespect that he gave down to the cabin. He had no choice. We're gonna get into that, but I wanted to dive into something that I think is important. Introduced to you on season 4. Obviously, we see you on season 5 now. Is what we see really you on and off the camera?
Yes. Yes. Even my friends would tell me like, "Ooh, girl, you shady," and like they'll know that's how I talk to them, like my own friends, and we just have that kind of relationship. And so I think what comes across wrong for the people on camera is, damn, Jett is so messy. It's because I'm already coming on here thinking that these people are like my friends, or like, I don't see them as coworkers or cast members. I see them already as my friends, So this is how I would talk to my friends, and this is me. That's why I live in my truth. I will stand in whatever I say, no matter if it's right or wrong. I'm going to have to defend whatever I said because it happened on camera.
Do you think because you're showing up as your authentic self, that's why you're getting so much love, and the girls that are faking it until they make it, that's why they're being dragged and roasted and toasted in the streets of life?
I mean, child, listen, I can just speak for myself, and what I do, whatever they decide to do on camera is their fault, and however it comes across. Like I said, the other day, I said that there's no bad edits. I don't believe in a bad edit because everything you said is on camera. So what you said is what you said, and how they play is how they play it. So you're giving them that right. And so if you would have just said what you felt like you shouldn't have said, it would have been in your favor. But I don't believe in a bad edit. I think that people are mad that I'm just coming across as a likable person, no matter how I come, no matter if you think I'm messy, no matter if you think that you're better than me. People are still loving me because I'm standing in my truth.
And it's been consistent across the board since we've been introduced to you. And the reason that I press on this the way that I do is because you are the literal embodiment of the formula. If you come in, be yourself, and do what you came to do, and nothing extra, not trying to fake, not trying to lie, not trying to build false relationships, not trying to create false narratives, you'll be surprised how much further ahead you get. And you'll actually begin to reap the benefits. Because a lot of the girls, you can tell they're mad at the platform. Oh, this is a free platform. This is YouTube. You weren't feeling that way when you was trying to sign up for the shit. You're just mad because you didn't come in and, like I said earlier, and I'm going to continue to stand on this hill, is create your own narrative.
Exactly. And I don't like when people disrespect the platform because, again, like you said, we wanted to apply for it. And honestly, I personally am blessed and thankful for Dario and Markel and Chasing Reality platform to give me more exposure because that's what I wanted to at the end of the day, and also building friendships that I have now. So I'm thankful for that.
Coming into your first season, what was your mindset like to stay true to why you were here? Because it seems as if you had a plan and you stuck by your plan, and it's working for you.
Number one, I definitely came in thinking like, okay, well, I'm the only Peruvian here. So number one is already a standout, so I definitely wanted to represent all of not just the Latino community, but just people that are where I go out to the strip, to the clubs. Like, y'all are going to watch me. I'm doing this for us. And so I definitely wanted to come in there and show them that we girls, we work hard, and just show my personality and how we live down here on the strip. And that's how I just wanted to stand in the strip. And also not knowing anybody on the cast, I was open to getting to know anybody. And maybe the questions that I asked were wrong or rubbed people the wrong way. But it's a learning experience, and I don't regret it. But that's real life. It's not something that's strategic or planned. It's literally how it happened. This is real life. Y'all are just seeing it on camera and thinking it's all for a show, but this is how it would normally happen in person,
Okay. Now, a lot of the girls are standing on this victim hill, acting as if production has been feeding them things to do. And I look at it as if that is the truth, if that is the case, it's because you're a boring bitch and you didn't bring anything. So we might as well, you're here, you signed up, we're already filming. So we might as well just use you to be a messy bitch. So my thing is, have you ever experienced or witnessed this happening?
To me.
To you personally, but also seeing it happen in real time with the cast members. Have you seen production basically tamper with and create storylines for people on that level to push mess or, whatever.
In my eyes, I've never seen producers do that. I know a lot of people. When I watch the chat when the show airs, I've seen comments to people thinking that the producers are co-producing me. They're not. No one's telling me what to say. No one's in my ear. So I didn't see anybody. I will say that the only person I personally have said this to off camera was Marquise, the chef. When he was really, really quiet, I said, like, hey, you need to activate, especially this being my second season, like, you need to open your mouth a little more, like, speak up and activate. And however he wanted to translate that is how he wanted to. I didn't say anything specific. I just said you need to activate, and he's created his own narrative on his end. But I don't think I've never seen Markel or anybody else being in anybody's ear, so.
Because that's what the girls are claiming. They're claiming that Markel is telling them what to say, and basically they're saying it without saying it, by saying it, girl, that basically they fucked up their introduction into the show. And because they're such a new girl, they didn't know they were new. It's different than what you guys see on TV. So when I'm actually in it, girl, let's just tell the truth.
But I'm pretty sure everyone on the show has watched last season. They watched how things are played out and how things go. So especially with, that whole Trey and Dior situation, like, we've seen it happen. So I don't think that's a very good excuse to use to excuse your behavior. So
period. Period, honey. Okay, period. What do you have to say to some of those girls, though? The girls who, any new girl that might come that may be in the same likeness as some of the girls that have come this season in particularly. Like, can you give any advice for someone, like, about how to control their own narrative and how to stay organized in that thought?
Yes, definitely don't say everything that's on your mind, because again, everything you say is going to be coming out your mouth is going to be portrayed how they want to portray it on camera. So just remember, think before you speak. And I honestly would just say stand in your truth, and that is your truth, and that's you, But I would just definitely say think before you speak.
Period.
And how I feel about the girls doing that, girl, you built that hate for yourself, so you can't blame anybody else but yourself.
Exactly. And that's what I be trying to say, child, okay? Because what happens is the delusions, it seems like you're not delusional. They are. And what happens is when you allow people to live in delusions of grandeur for far too long, when they're finally met with the truth, they get upset and want to play victim. They want to cry, or they want to have every other reason why it's everyone else's fault but their own. Girl, be grown. Take responsibility for your actions. If you're given another opportunity, dust yourself off and try again, bitch.
And I think where you also can go wrong with that is now you're trying to run with that narrative, but then it's like, now you don't know what you want to do, because at first you said it's the producer's fault or whatever, but then now you want to run with that narrative. So you yourself don't even know what you want to do for yourself. So babe, maybe you should just step back and rethink everything you're doing.
Period. Hip hop is black. This was one of the moments where I had to turn up on 7 in one of my reviews because I just was not here for it. I had to turn up on a lot of this group because it just seemed like it was an attack on you. And I feel like not so much of the racial discrimination, colorism shit, because I personally feel like when the girls have nothing else, when all else fails, let's pull the race card. Let's call a bitch fat. Let's call a bitch ugly. Let's start pull how you dress or how you do this, or you don't have bars, or you don't. There's always something that people try to pull out of their ass because you can tell in the moment. I was watching. I paid attention. I could tell. You could see it on Seven's face, as little as it is. Hello, God. You can see it on his face that he had nothing. So, girl, the drink is carrying me. So let me go ahead and read. How did I felt that way? How did you feel in that moment?
Looking back, well, in the moment, I feel like, where is this coming from? You know, that's why I'm saying, like, I never said that. There was nothing that ever came out of my mouth to even think that we're talking about race. And but looking back at the episode, you are completely right. You're completely right because it kind of shook him to think that he probably think I was going to be quiet at the mouth saying that you're over me as the rapper and I wasn't going to take it like Astro did. No, babe. Over what rappers, babe? And I didn't think that for me to be so proud of charting on iTunes, okay, you might not be looking at that, but I am. Like, why are you belittling what my accomplishments are? You probably accomplished a lot of things in different areas, but in this area, I accomplished that, first. And so I saw the face that he had, and he was like thinking while I was talking to JC, and because JC was on my side telling me, but Jett, you can't shade him. And so I'm trying to figure out why the fuck can I shade him? He just shaded me. So I'm just supposed to stay here, take it. And while me and JC are having a conversation, you can see Seven just like thinking, and then that's when he's just like, okay, I'm gonna just go below the belt and bring up race. And that was where I was like, okay, girl, now you're just taking it too far because I never said anything about that. And you just open a whole can of worms.
At the time, were you educated on the origins of hip hop?
I don't know where it initially started, but I know that of course black people made a lot of music, not just rap, But I didn't like go to like website and like search this out.
So just to let everyone be aware, hip hop rap was started by the love of black people and the Latinx community, more specifically Puerto Ricans from up north. And then it's been whitewashed ever since when white people started, getting their hands on it and realizing it was lucrative. And it was also a cute way to kind of like bleed the minds of children into violence and poverty and things of that nature. But we're not here to have that discussion. I just want to let people know. So when I saw that come up and I was like, girl, how are you the head honcho of something, but you're not educated on the origins? It's not just black. And anyone who says that they're in this lane should know the history and the origins. If you're like Trey Howard, probably one of the few people on any platform that truly knows fashion. Truly knows his history in fashion. We've had side conversations and we've in interviews and things of that nature back in the day where he actually knows what the fuck it is that he's talking about. There's an education, there's a history, there's an origin to a lot of these things, a lot of these arenas that you guys are in, whether it's fashion, whether it's music, whether it's anything else in this life really. But those two things specifically in the entertainment world, but again, music and fashion are deeply, deeply, deeply. There's so many contributions to all of it. So I just want people to be educated. And again, you look ignorant. And I think a lot of the backlash came because we will call out ignorance. And we're also not going to stand up. And when I'm speaking of standing up, you can hang with the best of them. You show up consistently. I know a lot of girls say, oh shit, he's messy. But I believe that there's a method to your mess that a lot of people are not trying to understand. We're going to get into the whole, manager, all that bullshit, because there's something I want to say about that. But when we talk about the hip hop is black thing and just going into the music, I said this many times. I like you, but I do feel like a lot of these girls deserve to get their ass whooped for how they treat you. So can you fight?
I've never been in a fight in my life.
Oh, wow.
Will I back down? No. So that's why, like, when Astro got up, I stood up. When Marquise got up, I stood up. I said, why are you standing up? I'm not going to back down. I don't care. Like, win or lose, but I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm not a fighter, but, if things have to get to that point, then I have to defend myself.
Because
I don't want to do that, though,
I know you're not a fighter, but when you girls were leaving, I forgot what event that was, down to the cabins, and he was approaching you the way that he was. My thing is this, girl, you weigh about 50 pounds. Ants can lift more than what he weighs. So my thing is that if a good wind kicked up, it would blow the flesh from your bones. If Jeff really wanted to football strike your ass real quick, you will be the one playing victim at the end of the day. And I was kind of upset that you did not football strike his ass, because I think the energy, not what he was saying, but the energy in which he was serving definitely made me feel like someone needs to slap the entire fucking mess out of his ass. And I know you're not that type of girl, but do you feel like because people sense that in you, that's why they come at you the way that they do?
I think it has a play in it. I think that they feel like, okay, well, I can, always just belittle you and make you less of. But at that moment, YB, I could have read him back in the same way he was trying to, throw words at me. But I was genuinely coming from a good place. If I was not, I would have been reading you back. But I wasn't there for that time. I was trying to explain to myself, like, no, I guess if it came across the wrong way, that's my fault. But I was trying to tell him, no, I was not even doing that, and the timing was off. And just looking back at it, I do remember saying, it kind of hurt me a little bit. Like, damn, like you was really going in on me. Like I was just shocked. Like that was all like I'm gonna slap. Yes, I'm gonna slap the shit out of ice skin. Like, damn, I never disrespected you to that point. And just looking back, it did hurt me, and that's kind of how like that for me just ruined the trip for me. I was ready to go home, and that was just a lot.
Okay. Yeah, I did, because I felt some type of way, and I was like, girl, we already know. And, like I said earlier in one of my reviews, and I want to bring it up now again, is that I feel like Seven has this energy where kind of like how Robert, in a sense, carries himself as if everyone needs to fear them. But Seven more specifically has this energy where he really wants people to feel like they're below him. Just like how he attacks Astro and tries to belittle Astro and tries to stun the girls. Like when he was having that conversation that blew up into Hip Hop is Black because he was trying to reign supreme over you, and you weren't letting that go. You weren't letting that slide at all. Like, bitch, who you talking to?
And I was hoping that I would hear Astro like, not me either. Because again, we're all creatives in this room, and for our work to be belittled, I know Astro works his butt off for his own music, And so for you to just let this man come into this group, and me and you had this friendship last year, for you to just let this man come in the group and now belittling your own music, I would expect for you to stand up for yourself too. But I guess I was the only one, and like I said, no one's gonna come and disrespect what I've been doing these past couple of years because I've been putting in the work. It's not like I just came off the runway and just wanted to do something new and find a new hobby. No, this is something I have a passion for. It's the same way Seven has a passion for this, Astro has a passion for this, I do. And you're just not gonna come and talk about my work like that.
Period. And you know what kills me too is we're dropping a song a month. How long has the episodes been going? We haven't heard any promo from Astro. We haven't seen it. So when we have these conversations, Jeff needs to step his bars up. Jeff needs to do this. What do you need to do, girl? You need to find housing. You need to find a better job. You need to stop lying to the girls and tell them that you're a teacher. You need to stop faking it until you make it and stop focusing on the next girl's life. And this is real shit. You wonder why your life is in the fucking toilet because you're worried and focused and your energy is negative towards someone else in their situation. Period. And maybe you shouldn't have came back for this season if you have nowhere to live because your priorities are fucked. This show ain't paying you, and you're not getting any residuals because there's no promos for anything you got going on. So no one will know to stream. No one will know anything about you. No one's going to pay those 99 cents, bitch, on Apple Music because it's not even there.
And I think what Astro is very, very young. He's the youngest of all of us, and he definitely has a lot of growing to do. And that's what I really wanted to be there for him last year, just for him to just come for me and just attack me this season. It was just very... caught me off guard, as you could tell at the Halloween party. So every lashing after that is, I think that I had every right to come for you after that because you came for me in front of this group setting that's meeting me for the first time. These people are meeting me for the first time, and now you set the tone for these people that are like, oh, then we can all come for Jett. So it all started there, and so every lashing he got after that from me, I feel like it was very well deserved. And so, at the end of the day, I do think that me and Astro could grow. I think there's some type of resolution there.
I wanted to ask you this. Is there any time in life where you stop giving people grace who don't obviously deserve it?
I think that's maybe one of my flaws. I always try to see the good in people. But obviously, if you cross me way, way bad, like I just don't see it coming back from that. But I always would love to see resolution. Because again, at the end of the day, we're all coming from the same community. There's already so much hate coming towards us from the outside. So we should all just be showing love to each other. But of course, the respect has to be in place. And but I do hope there's some type of resolution with everybody on this cast. That's what I do hope. But at the end of the day, I can't force that.
Right. I understand. Yeah, sometimes in life I just be like, girl, I do the 3 times as a charm shit. 1, 2, 3. If the third time's a charm, girl, I have to exit you out of my experience because at this point you're a hindrance to my life. You're not adding any value to it. So, girl, I gotta treat you like the trash I throw out every other day. You know what I mean? It's just that's because it's not gonna do me any better, and I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with a bunch of bitches who I'm actually trying with you, and you give me your ass to kiss or you act like you're better than me when, girl, you don't even have housing. But anyway.
And I think just to kind of to finish on that topic, YB, I think at the end of the day, also, I just feel like at the end of the day, I'm gonna move how I want to. I'm still gonna be happy with or without you in my life. Me giving you another chance is just me trying to open another door for our friendship because I think that I'm a really, really good friend. I can be there for people like you see me and Sean. We have each other back, and then because Sean opened that door and let there to be growth. He let that happen. So I appreciate Sean to this day, and so I think that that's what I want from everybody else. But again, I will still move forward with or without them. So
I want to say this because I know we have to go. I want to say this. I stand on this hill. I know that you're not this messy person. When it came down to the manager situation, that resonated with me because I was like, he actually is asking the question that me as an audience member would like to know because this isn't the same likeness of him and Dior from the previous season. So is this going to show up in the same way? Because this is mind-bothering. And why hasn't anyone asked the question, what the fuck happened between him and Dior? It seems like you were the only one that was willing to even walk down that road, and everybody else was like trying to act like they were scared of the situation. That was the moment you garnered a lot of respect from me for standing in your shit. Period.
Yeah, and I just wanted to just like, again, I just didn't want to drag that whole narrative like, okay, that's the manager, blah, blah, blah. But obviously it did, and it wasn't because of me. That's the only time I personally brought it up. If other people wanted to bring it up, that's on them, but I did what I wanted to do. I got my answer. I'm done. So,
well, they had no choice but to drag it because they had nothing else to offer. So now what you said becomes their storyline for all of these episodes, probably the entire season, girl. But my thing is y'all girls sit up here and get upset about the very thing that you decided to bring to the show. You talk about it, and then now you're mad that everybody else is dissecting it too. This is what this is about, girl, period. I know you got to get out of here. What can we expect from you? Would you be interested in another season, more music? Like, what can we expect from Jett?
I would definitely feel like I would be open to another season. I think that I have one more in me just to kind of like show every season I want to elevate. I think last season I showed a little bit what I was. I think this season I finally released the album I talked about last year and it now is out. I mean, I think next year I want just people to see me just continue to grow and see me elevate. I think looking back now, watching the season, I started the season with the festival, and I talked about last season I want to be booked for more festivals, and look at God, He did it for the opening. Now I'm more on a fitness journey. I saw myself how puffy I was in that season, in that festival, and I was like, ew, gross, I need to lose weight. And so
you look amazing. I've been following your journey. You look amazing. Keep going.
Thank you.
You look amazing.
I look at those scenes like, ugh, cringe. But it's part of the process. Like, listen, it's not easy. And so I definitely want people to see another version of Jett. It's not over. Like, I'm going to continue to push my dreams. And if we have new members on the cast, and, you know, they should know who I am by then. And just don't be so brand new at what I bring. Like, you guys, now you have 2 seasons to watch of Jett. So don't be so shook of this is what he's going to do. I'm going to do it regardless, babe. So, you know. And of course, more visuals are coming soon. The Peruvian Prince is barely a month and a half old, so continue to push that. And there's gonna be a deluxe. There's a deluxe in the work, and I just a lot of ideas are coming out this head.
Okay, that's what's up. I like to hear it. I like to see it. You're probably the only one from this cast that I'll be interviewing, so I definitely appreciate. I really was interested in getting you on the platform and having a deep dive type of conversation with you. And I know you've been doing your interviews. Shout out to all your interviews. They were amazing. I watched all of them. So you did an amazing job. The commentators and the interviewers also did an amazing job. And again, over here on this platform as well, you know, we always do an amazing job. I mean,
I love this was a great week. Like, I would look forward. Monday with TTB, I was kind of nervous because it was my first time even doing interviews on YouTube with bloggers. But it was a great experience. It was great. I had a great time with TTB. I had a great time with Scotty and Jamar. I had a great time with you. You all just made me feel so comfortable. I don't know why the girls are so scared to come up here. Because again, you guys are viewers and you guys don't know the back end of what's really going on. It's for them to want to clear up anything. You guys welcome this platform for them. So I appreciate you. I'm the breakout star of the season, so you have the right person on here. So
period. I wanted to showcase all of these lies and these fallacies and these narratives that again are being pushed. And again, I'm standing on this hill. You are the perfect. Even Ariel, when Ariel got on her first season, coming through, like you create your own narrative, and then the girls want to get mad because Ariel's not showing up. But if Ariel's not in a position to show what she has going on, she doesn't normally fraternize with the girls like that if it's not about her pushing her shit. I respect that.
Yeah,
I respect it. You got to stay focused. You got to stay engaged in what you got going on. And some of the girls can't take it because what you guys are doing is on a higher level than what they got going on. And instead of being haters, they need to be appreciators and learn. Take notes, bitch. Period. Anything else you'd like to say before we get out of here, boo?
Just stay tuned for the reunion. I'm pretty sure. Listen, I'm pretty sure all these interviews I've done, they're all gonna find and dissect something I said to bring it to the reunion and want to come from me again. So let's, stay tuned for that. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do all that, and just follow me and listen to my music, stream it. There's a lot to come. This is just the beginning of my journey. And again, thank you, YB Speaks.
Thank you. I really appreciate you, boo. You have a wonderful day. Enjoy.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
The Peruvian Prince, y'all. Hello, God. Casamigos got me turned up too. Hello. That song makes me want to have Casamigos. Shout out to Rodney the Voice. Appreciate the boo. Appreciate the coin, honey. Hello, God. All right, Rodney. Rodney being hovering in the ether of life, bitch. Okay. Yes. I appreciate y'all coming through. I appreciate Jett Jeff. I apologize. We did not get an opportunity to get to viewer questions. Hopefully there will be a next time. But I really do appreciate you guys for coming through and loving on Jett Jeff, honey. I absolutely love Jett Jeff. Girl, it happened as I thought it was going to happen, honey. Mama's a real one, period. There's only a few of those left in this life, bitch. So, okay. So I appreciate you. Shout out to y'all, okay? Shout out to y'all for showing up, showing out. Continue to like, continue to subscribe, honey, to the platform. Continue to stay tuned. Monday, we will be sitting down with Sherrod from G-Status, child. Hello, God. So make sure you guys are tuning into that. And we have more things that are in the works over here on the platform, honey. All right, just patches, child. Y'all come on through. Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Come on into the bank account, bitch. Period. I know that's right. Hello, God, honey. Hello, God. If y'all like to donate to the Cash App, honey, YB Speaks 19, bitch. Period. For those girls coming through with the replay, honey, I appreciate you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all the things. I have some stuff. Child, I was going to do it on this one, but I didn't want to mess up Jett Jeff's interview, bitch. But Harviana's live, girl. She was live last night, honey. And let me tell you something. Girl, y'all better be lucky I had to work. Y'all better be lucky there was a time difference. Bitch, you better be lucky. Because if I would have gotten a hold of that link, oh, honey, I would have dragged Chef Messi from sea to shining sea, bitch, around the multiverse, girl, here, there, everywhere, girl. The foolishness that y'all allowed that man to get away with on that platform, the lies, the confusion, girl, the lies, say it's Candy Burris, bitch. Girl, let me tell you, y'all allowed that man to get away with far too much. Girl, Jeremy Speaks, live for you, baby, but you allowed him to get away with far too much. Carl, girl, you know you don't really give a fuck about nothing, so you let him get away with far too much. Bitch, a lot of y'all girls in the chat should have been hitting that motherfucking link because y'all was coming at it. Y'all allow these girls to pull the wool over those motherfucking eyes all you want to, bitch. I'm going to clear your ass on your lies and your deceit, the fallacies in which you gave, girl, the disrespect that you gave. Shout out to T.S. Kendra, bitch. Because when I got a chance to watch the replay, oh, girl, Oh, girl. And this man had the nerve, I'm victim, this and that and the third. Girl, let me tell you something, bitch. You gotta be, I'm weak. Basically, he said that he's weak and he's malleable and he's easily to get into mess. And girl, let's just tell the truth. Y'all had nothing else going on, so you had no choice but to become a messy bitch. At the latter end of the goddamn season is when we start to see the chasing aspect. And really, is it chasing if it's just a commercial? You've yet to cook for anybody. You've yet to do an event. You've yet to do any fucking thing. I don't care about no seasoning, bitch. And then Astro, y'all are some lying fucking cunts, bitch. Girl, I don't, and trust me, there won't be no video tomorrow talking about how I apologize for how the fuck I came on. No, bitch, I'm gonna tell the truth, especially in this situation. Y'all, we created the narrative that we fucked and we just wanted to sprinkle this booty juice around, girls, so the girls could pay attention to us. It didn't work. And you guys are liars because my source, bitch, let me get into this good camera, bitch. And no, I'm not drinking nothing. This is regular tea, bitch. Let me say this, bitch. Let me say this, bitch. Let me get to this camera. My source, bitch. Hello. This definitely ain't getting monetized, so y'all please flood the Cash App. Usually my interviews get monetized because I'm serving Barbara Walters, but now we're diving into Wendy Williams vibes, bitch. My source, a trusted source for many moons, bitch. My source saith y'all were doing and hooing. Y'all did, in fact, have a sexual relationship. Now, we do know that the Chasing Reality platform has been known, hello God, has been known to create false narratives, false storylines to garner entertainment and shock and awe from the girls. But in this particular situation, everyone wants to debunk the fact that when I brought it to the attention of the girls, that you was on your knees serving Astro, please, girl, hello God. I don't know why y'all want to be disconnected from that narrative. There might, again, be something else there that we're not aware of that you guys are speaking on. But girl, please, my source tells me that was indeed Astro and Chef Messy in that stall. And that they have, in fact, with or without this video, it is a fact that they did have a sexual relationship. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth, too. So while we're here, JC, bring your nasty, decrepit face ass over to the carpet of life, bitch. When you show up at the reunion, I hope the police are there to take you away in cuffs, bitch. Actually, no. Take this bitch away in chains, girl. We're going to treat you, girl, like a motherfucking traitor of the goddamn Night's Watch, bitch. Shout out to Game of Thrones, girl. Send the bitch to the wall, honey. Girl, how are you out here fondling the girls? How are you? And the reason why I don't really care about this drama too much is because it's laced in foolishness. Another reason God saw fit that I did not receive it. The time, hello God, I was not able. Oh, girl. God knew what he was doing because I could not grab onto that link, bitch. I was at work. I was at work. Wasn't my car you saw? Girl, I wish I wasn't at work. Because your lies ain't working now. Guess who's hurt? Girl, I would have read you for filth. So you allowed, this is my thing. You're in a jacuzzi naked. I don't give a damn if these were some of your good Judies. 9 times out of 10, ain't no friends chilling naked in the jacuzzi. I don't give a damn how much Casamigos had y'all turned up to. Shout out to Jett, bitch, the Peruvian Prince, available now on all streaming platforms, bitch. Like, I would love to know, how do you get in a jacuzzi with all these girls that are naked, right? Y'all are naked. Y'all realized y'all was naked, girl. Shout out to God in the Bible. You realized you were naked, right? And you've been strucken down by an old dusty church queen who gets on thy knees to serve, please. You said he sucked it for 3 seconds. It takes more time to get your drunken ass on your knees. And then you allowed 3 seconds of sucking. Why didn't you punch this bitch in the face? If you're violated, right? If you feel violated, let's tell the truth. If you feel violated and you're a man, right? You seem to be a little scrappy in your nature. At least now you do, girl. All that sad hoe shit that in the dark room drinking and thinking is gone now because the girl we see today, you have developed this weird confidence. Where was that same confidence when someone was supposedly, allegedly violating you? And then you said, oh, the reason I didn't go to, and shout out to Harvey Arn. Hello, God. The reason I didn't go to production, I didn't think they were going to do anything. Girl, if you really felt that strong about it, beat that bitch's ass, tell production, and girl, they're going to pay for you to get an Uber home. If not, girl, we're going to get some lawyers involved. And I hope that the platform is protected. Because what we cannot do is, I didn't watch that season where they said Oliver and King Kane, I don't know what they were doing, girl. Y'all was out here molesting the girls in their sleep or something like that. I don't know, girl. But we have a same situation like this. And then furthermore, you gave him access. You gave him a link to your OnlyFans so that he could lay in your bed on some real creepy taking live shit, bitch, and jack off to you. And then you hear him moaning throughout this murder house that you guys have rented for the weekend, girl. You hear him moaning throughout while he's listening to your stuff. You enabled, hello God, you've assisted in the perpetuation of the sexual assault, allegedly. Like, I make it make sense, girl. Ooh, I need a cigarette, bitch. What's up, Banda? What's up, everybody? Hello. I just need things to make sense. And then where was Astro sleeping at? I highly doubt that Astro felt comfortable sleeping on the top bunk, girl, or wherever he was at, girl, because wasn't he sharing that room too? Whose room was he in then? Because I highly doubt Astro was going to sit there and tolerate this church queen beating off to Chef Messy. Markel, y'all better be careful, girl, because these girls around here talking all this shit outside of what's happened on the camera. They're claiming alleged sexual assault, girl. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? So hopefully this will be addressed at the reunion. Hopefully JC shows up to the reunion. Hopefully law enforcement is there, bitch. Judge Judy, girl. Judge Judith Shineland, bitch. Hello, God. You need to be sentenced. The court of, actually, bitch, the court of truth and justice sentences your nasty, disgusting ass for your alleged filthy, evil-doing ways, because I wonder if Chef Messy would have went to sleep, would he have woken up with JC's finger in his booty hole? JC, what kind of time you on? Girl, I was going up for you in the beginning of the season, but I realized the kind of messy, nasty, trash whore that you really are. And you out here, girl, but I'm going to say this again. Y'all can only run up on certain people with that bullshit. That's how, and Chef Mason says, well, this isn't the only time this has happened to me. So you have normalized people accosting you and sexually assaulting you. You have normalized. I don't care how many OnlyFans you got. I don't care if you in somebody's bathroom sucking dick. Those are by your choice. Live in your choice, live in your truth. Those are willing situations. Someone did something to you that was unwilling, bitch. You should have taken the gavel. You should have taken your fist of faith, and you should have been wearing that bitch out. I would have drowned that whore in the goddamn jacuzzi, girl. Girl, let me tell you, that's a murder house too, bitch. The spirit of Jason Voorhees would have awoken, girl. Hello, God. And we would have been... But instead of a machete, it's going to be a gavel, because we got to give that bitch some truth and justice, you nasty bitch. You R. Kelly ass bitch. You P. Diddy ass bitch. You nasty cunt. Girl, please. Shout out to the $10, girl. Appreciate you, honey. Where you at? Let me show you some love, girl. Where you at? Oh, you way up here. EK, what's up, boo? Shout out to everybody coming through, girl. What's up, Kat? What's up, baby? How you doing? Hello, God. Hello, God. Again, bitch, no means no. Shout out to Denny Upkins, bitch. Speaking of Denny Upkins, and since we're on the topic of web series, hello, God, y'all need to get into that article, hello, God, that my dear friend, longtime supporter Denny Upkins has produced, published all the things, girl. It is up. If you go to my community tab, you will see a link to the article. It's me and a bunch of other wonderful people that he interviewed, child. It was really good. It's called Uplifting Black Voices, I believe, right? Yes, God. Okay. Yeah, my dinner, I'm doing Caesar wraps, chicken Caesar wraps tonight, child, okay? And some lemon water. Okay. Why do I need to log off? Is someone saying something you don't want me to catch, so I read their ass for filth? What's up, Brittany? What's up, everybody? Girl, I can't go back. I'm sorry. I can't go back. I don't even remember what I was saying, to be honest with you. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all for coming through and showing love. Shout out to Jett Jeff once again. I appreciate you. And yeah, a lot of people, I will not be interviewing the other girls. I'm fine. I'm really good because I seeing how you guys act on these lives lets me know that nothing will be accomplished. There will be nothing but more lies, more deceit, more bullshit, more false narratives being pushed, and you just don't want to take accountability or real responsibility for your shit. And JC, you need to be locked up. I hope, and what kills me, and if we continue to see JC throughout, I would like to know what the protocol will be moving forward, because if Chef Messy would have brought this up as it happened, and it would have been evident because there would have been a jacuzzi filled with blood. Hello, God. You would have known that something had transpired because he's face down in the jacuzzi, girl. What are we going to do to protect our cast later on down the road? Especially when it was said earlier that JC yelled out in his drunken nature, girl, hello, God, I'm going to fuck you tonight. You must be used to be crying, or whatever the fuck that song is. Why you're out, I'm fucking you tonight. Girl, that's a bold statement. And that's the statement of someone who's done this before. Watch your drink. Watch what you're smoking. Watch what you're inhaling. Girl, don't even take no unopened poppers from this bitch. You might be laid out for filth and forget that you were just dug in by a church queen. Girl, please. Girl, please. Let me get out of here. I'm hungry, bitch. That's probably why I got an attitude right now. Last time we blamed it on the drink. This time we blaming it on hunger, bitch. Okay, period. Again, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Jett Jeff. Shout out to the Chasing Reality platform. Shout out to Chasing Dallas, girl. And girl, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, share all the things. And yeah, take care, y'all. Until next time, bitch. Until next time. Bye, y'all. Take care.